All right, everybody. So, I don't really think I need to do an intro or like an explanation for who TheQuartering is or why he's cringe and bad and why we're going to be dunking on him. I feel like at this point you all know who this guy is. He's very pathetic. He pisses in his basement, all that good stuff. But he recently made a video that you guys in chat have really wanted me to watch. Chatters have been sending me this time and time again. The video is called Target Faces Massive Boycott After Appalling Fines by Parents in Swimsuits for Kids to Tuck It In. Interesting, I guess. It sounds a little weird, I'll admit, but, you know, let's see what this is all about.
I am a drag queen and a children's book author.
Okay. All right, I'm guessing all Target did was, like, an LGBT, like, drag queen thing, and then Chuds got mad about it, and TheQuartering's gonna lie about, like, what's actually happening, and say it's, like, some grooming thing. All right. I'm supposed to get mad at this, chat. This is supposed to make me angry. I'm supposed to be getting mad at this.
That's totally Target.
Wait, okay, I will admit. All right, hold on. I will admit, they definitely played into the meme there where they said, we love to target your kids. That might be one of the most blatant, that is pretty fucked up in regards to, like, rainbow capitalism. For them to be like, we love to target your kids. Although, to be fair, that might have been an edit. That might have been an edit, actually. Actually, okay, come to think of it, TheQuartering will very oftentimes start his videos with an edit that he had one of his people commission related to the thing he's covering, and he won't really clarify it's an edit. So that very well could have been an edit. That was very likely an edit.
That's totally Target.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from TheQuartering. I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful day. I'm about to ruin it with this video, so I do apologize for that. But we need to discuss Target as a new potential boycott is bubbling up on Twitter after some investigation into some of the products that they're selling.
I like how pretty much all like quartering style content at this point is all about, all right, we're a bunch of crybaby snowflake bitches. What is the next product we're going to boycott and pretend like we're heroes fighting against the degeneration of society by, like, starting a culture war around not buying it? Like, is it going to be Gillette, Adidas, Nike, Bud Light, Target?
Particular products that are targeted towards kids, swimsuits that are set up so that you can tuck better.
Okay.
A wide variety of other things have Twitter extraordinarily angry. My position.
Okay, so that video was definitely an edit. So my understanding of why the conservatives are mad is that Target's making clothes that, like, allow trans youth to, like, tuck and shit like that. And the right's mad about it because corporations making clothes that's specifically tailored to trans people and it being on the shelves in retail stores is one of the biggest, like, normalizations of trans people there could possibly be. And, yeah. The tucking swimsuits are adult size, actually, not even children. Oh, he's just lying about that? Okay. Yeah, conservatives will do that. That makes sense, yeah. So the tucking swimsuits aren't even for kids. They're for adults. But regardless, even if they were, like, swimsuits that a trans kid could wear and they're made to be able to bind or tuck or something, clothing that is made to accommodate, like, your body is not an inherently sexual thing. There's nothing wrong with it. The reason the right is angry about that kind of thing is because it normalizes trans people to have clothing specifically marketed for trans people to be on the shelves in retail stores. At that point, it's like, well, they're part of a society at this point. There's no denying it. And they are very desperate to maintain the idea that being trans is just like a crazy social contagion ideology that started on TikTok.
position is generally more moderate, except for when it involves kids.
Bullshit.
People who are
He just said his position's more moderate unless it involves kids. The dude got triggered because somebody said "fuck Hitler" and he quote tweeted the guy and said, "And there we have it, yikes." Do you guys remember that one quartering tweet? The one guy like quote tweeted a like someone and said "fuck Hitler," and the quartering quote tweeted it and said, "And there we have it, yikes." The classic.
are surprised that Target selling Pride Month stuff. I mean, have they walked into a Walmart? Have they walked? Pride Month is coming up, and corporate gay baiting is like at its all-time high during this. But what's interesting is some of the products, people are finally, well, having a bit of enough, saying enough is enough with this, because it's wild.
You know, it's also wild how insanely boring the quartering is. Isn't it insane how this dude has built such a massive platform, and yet he's so unskilled at speaking? Like, he's so monotone. He just drones on. He doesn't even speak with an inflection that's interesting to listen to. I could definitely work on my speaking skills, but I feel like I do a good job of changing my tone and my inflection often enough that it makes it interesting to listen to me to some extent. And it makes me wonder if, like, if the bar really is just this low for conservatives, or if there's something about the quartering that I'm not able to see, or if it just genuinely is that you can be literally anyone, but as long as you toe this line, people will follow you.
That people are just seeing it now because Target started this last year. I'll show you. For Pride Month, Target is selling compression tops. Now, just so you know what that is, that's for people for biological women that want to look like a man. And packing.
These are for adults, by the way, as we now know.
Drawers, meaning undergarments that you can tuck your junk.
Okay.
If Target wants to sell these goods, that's 100% in their right. People have also their same right to not shop there. For me, this is, if it's for adults.
Okay. It seems like they
whatever. You know, like, I just, I care way less. However,
way less? Why do you care at all?
A lot of this stuff is weird. What's funny is you see this tweet, holy S, Target is selling binders. You can buy binders in a store now. That's incredible. Like, every store does blah, blah, Pride merch, but this is actually making it different for queer youth. And it's called Tomboy.
I do admit there's nothing better than like trans kid or like LGBT person like happy on Twitter about something happening, and then right-wing grifter has to find a way to twist this into a bad thing.
Boy X. Hashtag take pride. I mean, again, this is for women to squish down their chest. Now you see Target deserves the Bud Light.
Well, it's for trans men to squish down their chest, my brother.
Treatment retailer faces backlash for promoting trans-friendly slogans on t-shirts for kids and gender-neutral clothing in its Pride collection.
I remember back in 2019 when the quartering had a much less like hard right audience, and he pretended like he wasn't transphobic. So much so to the extent that he didn't say things like this. He'd say that trans women were women and that like trans people were valid and all that, and he was not transphobic. But now he has built up such a right-wing audience that he just openly says that trans people like are not the gender they identify as, that they are degenerate and they are wrong to exist. And at the most, he'll just sort of say, if you're an adult and you're trans, then I guess I don't care as much, is where he's gotten to. It's very nice to have it confirmed that they were never just like worried about the kids or whatever, right? Like they were never just asking questions. It was always just sort of like starting from the bottom so they could work their way up to justifying, broad, overarching hatred of all trans people.
This is the kind of stuff that I have a problem with when it's kid stuff. Let's look at some of this video shared by Juanita Broderick.
POV. You take your kid to Target.
Oh my God, rainbows.
Cool, queen.
I mean,
Oh yeah, this guy, by the way, got arrested because he goes into stores during Pride Month and has like breakdowns and starts tearing down and destroying the Pride Month displays. He got arrested for it last year, and he's probably gonna go crazy again this year and get arrested again. But he tends to go in like destroy the Pride Month like arrangements. So yeah, this guy's literally insane, and he's been arrested for like property destruction because he hates gay people so much.
It's actually, I think it says queer, not queen. I can't be totally sure.
Queens take care of each other.
Oh, it says queers too.
Mom says I'm supposed to be more organized. Can I work on this for my reading log? Perfect for our beach vacation.
Yeah, I mean,
POV.
I again, like a lot of this stuff is clearly in the Pride section. So I mean,
Mom, live, laugh, Lebanese.
oh, he's mispronouncing it on purpose. Now I get it. Okay, okay. You know, again, this stuff is in like the Pride section. You know, then they have this with the boys section.
Ma'am, where's the boys section?
Right there. All
This?
is right here. All
This is the boys section?
Look how disgusted
Wow.
the quartering looks.
Wow. Is this the boys section too?
I mean,
You gotta be kidding me.
I mean, like these sharks are like, okay, the shark has flower eyes. I mean, it's a little goofy. It's a little like feminine.
Jesus Christ.
This is I guess this is the slippery slope part of it, right? Like
Is this it? So yeah, somebody went ahead and responded to the guy that the courting was reacting to. This ghoul of a like supermarket mannequin makes these videos that are all about like shitting on gay people, and he made one all about like how he would like bully his trans kid, and someone responded to it, and I feel like it does a very good job of sort of laying out exactly how a lot of these conservative parents' lives are going to go over the next decade or so. So let's watch. Because a lot of this is going to be happening in the future, what the guy's going to describe.
I think I'm a girl. Well, you're not. Shut up and eat your donut.
So I'm a mystical being that can tell the future. I'm going to give you a play-by-play on what's going to go down for the next 20 years. So I'm sitting on the floor. You might as well get comfortable while I tell you what's going to go down. So that's going to keep happening. That's going to keep happening. At about 9, maybe 10, he's going to ask for a pink-colored Nerf gun instead of a blue one, and you're going to get really passive-aggressive about it, and he's not going to know why, but he's old enough to remember shit now, and that's going to be a problem later on. Wow! Later on happens. 13, 14, 15. This age range is very, very important for a parent not being a cunt like you, but here we are. Because whatever you say, that kid's going to go against it. They're going to start questioning shit. And one day you're going to catch him wearing like a crop top and you're going to kick his ass. You're going to because these are the types of people that like physically abuse their kids when they do something wrong, you know? Now, you don't know it yet, but you lost him forever. Forever. He's gone. He's going to never bring friends over to your house. No, he's going to tell all of his friends, yo, my parents are assholes. Can I go to your house? And that's where he's going to be trying on fucking feminine clothing, putting on makeup, because he knows that he's not going to get abused by anyone by doing that, you know? It's going to be great. He's going to have a great time. And then college happens. And he's going to get a real taste of adulthood and freedom away from you. And I wouldn't be surprised if she fully transitioned by 20. Like, just completely. And in that time, you're going to talk less and less and less and less. You're not going to know who she's in a relationship with, if she's getting married, her first house, what state she lives in. She's never, ever going to show you her kids. Never. You're never going to meet your grandkids. And you're not going to know why. You're going to be so far up your own ass that you're just not going to accept that you have been the problem for decades. And that's it. You're going to be on your deathbed in 40 fucking years and just go, man, where did I go wrong? But I'm telling you the answer and you're not going to believe it. But here we are. And just as an ending note, you don't love your kids. Love is unconditional. What you do is very conditional. Be exactly how I want you to be or I'm not going to love you. You don't fucking love your kids. Don't you dare pretend. Don't you tell them that you love them without meaning it. That's fucked up.
There you go. That's pretty much the best response to the right's opinions on this at the end of the day. Because at the end, like, they do believe that if like the gayness or the transness gets to their kids are ruined, and they would unironically just kind of like completely. A lot of them do this. Like, we just know they do. A lot of them would just completely disown their kids if the gayness or the transness got their kids.
It's stuff that is making people angry.
Here we go.
Pride Skittles. I mean, of course, even I have those.
Ayo.
My queer year. There's cards for the gay people in your life. Welcome to Target.
There's cards for the gay people now.
So we are like 10 steps in.
Dude, how is this conservative?
For your children to see.
How is this like the key to success as a conservative pundit? Just sitting there bewildered, silently, with a look of disgust as a camera pans through a store with some like rainbow shit and some gay, like, these people claim to be capitalists, by the way. Like, these people are the ones that claim they're capitalists fighting against communism and socialism, and that these are socialist woke corporations. And it's just like, how obviously like wrong and full of shit can you be? It has never been more apparent that these people have no other motivations than hating minorities, and everything they say is just obfuscation to try to distract you from that.
Okay, these are like naked people on shirts. I was curious where the straight section is.
Yeah, conservatives are literally less evolved.
Just.
So like shirts that say like straight pride and like
By the way, I don't agree with dunking on this employee. She's not making any
dunking,
product decisions.
Super sis, you guys have like
super sis.
skate clothes, but you have like 5, 6 straight clothes to be Oh, I was just curious where the straight section was. I wanted to buy some gifts for my kids. Can you not record me, please? Record me. I'm recording her. Oh, she's recording me. Yeah, that's fine.
He's literally just showing like a conservative lady's public meltdown and agreeing with the public meltdown lady. Like, conservatives have gotten to the point where they literally post their public meltdowns where they make themselves look like idiots, and they pass the video around, and they think that makes them look good. They look at that and they're like, based, yeah, yeah. To be fair, the quartering kind of has to like toe the line, so it's like he's probably cringing his ass off at this right now. But like, how much of his audience do you think sees this video and thinks this lady having a public meltdown is in the right? I would actually hazard to say a fair amount, you know?
Okay. Where's the straight section for straight kids?
Indoctrination of kids, and you're like behind.
Player doesn't want to be on camera. I don't disagree with him.
What? Why? They're going to expose him for being the manager of a store that has LGBT clothing? I'm pretty sure he was going to call security because he's the manager, and he's going to have them removed because they're psychos having like a meltdown and trying to do some sort of weird shit in his store.
I mean, again, she said super cis and hetero as heck. Note to self, add Target to the list. I mean, yeah.
Dude, literally, I've been saying this for so long now. Twitter is becoming Facebook too. The top reply, no likes, but it's a checkmark account, so it gets sent to the top, is Walter Tango with she said super cis, laughing crying emoji, hetero as fuck, 3 laughing crying emojis. Like, this is literally becoming like the worst iteration of Facebook 2 it could possibly become. All of the top replies have less than 10 likes, but because they're blue check marks, they get sent to the top, and it's all the most insufferable people.
I mean, I don't blame people. I don't blame people, for feeling this way. Here's Bernard saying woke Target with displays front and center in every store, pushing little boys to be little girls and little girls to be little boys. Ask me my pronoun. This stuff is weird. I don't know. This is for the wall. This is for wall art. I mean, there's nothing necessarily about this that indicates it's for kids. It's the kid stuff that I'm concerned about. You know, that's
kids can't be
more
gay. Gayness starts at 18.
Community created by. pronoun people. I mean, it's weird.
What age do you think the quartering thinks it should be legal to be gay? Like, should it be illegal to be gay or trans up until you're 18? 32, 45? Like, when can it be legal to be gay in the quartering's ideal world?
But, you know, complete with kids' books and rainbow items for babies. Target unveiled a number of clothing items. I actually want to get to this thing here.
Okay, I'm in Target in West Covina, California, and this is what they're pushing on their agenda.
Look at this specimen.
Is that I don't get it.
Yeah, even the quartering isn't insane enough to understand the point being made. Yeah, it's just the same, like, pride shit people are losing their shit about.
Target for me.
It seems like a lot of
No way.
It's all adult stuff. You can see the sizes are all for adults too, and it's all in an adult section. But the quartering's like, you could see him actively in real time trying to think of how he twists this and spins this into like something that he can stretch out for, you know, a long enough time that he can get mid-roll ads in the video.
It seems like a lot of
This is in the kids section.
Oh, look at there. Okay, so it does have a kids section. So that's where it gets a little too much.
Well, they're not putting binders and like tuckers, I guess you would call them, tucking pants into the kids section. It's like rainbow, like skirts or whatever. I don't know. Like, is it basically he thinks it's bad for kids to be gay, and so if a kid is like gay and proud, then that's like extra bad. So if a company is selling pride related stuff that's in kids sizes, then that's encouraging kids to like who are gay, and they should be discouraged from being gay in his view.
But what will they dress their kids that they buy in?
Kids section.
What? You heard what he said, right? What will they dress the kids that they buy in? So the quartering does this thing that a lot of these other conservative figures do, where when they say gays are groomers or trans people are groomers, it's very clear that they are saying groomer in the sense that they are like child rapists, like they groom children to rape them. But when you confront them on that, because that's just a straight up accusation of pedophilia with no evidence, and, you know, just accusing people of pedophilia as a large content creator is pretty frowned upon. And so they fall back on the defense of, no. We don't mean sexually grooming. We mean like grooming them into believing an ideology is true. You know, priming someone to believe something is also technically by definition grooming. But then outside of a one-on-one conversation, it's right back to heavily implying or outright saying the type of grooming they mean is pedophilia grooming. And reminder, by the way, it is red states that continuously, and Republicans in red states that continuously fight against banning the copious amounts of child marriage that is legal in red states almost exclusively. Yeah, the right has been fighting to legalize and protect child marriage in America for a long time. It's a huge issue. You can actually look into it by Googling Republicans child marriage.
Yeah. Okay, so this stuff, yeah, like kids section stuff. You know, parents are making the choice to dress their kids however they want. Okay.
Baby section. Like, yeah.
I'm trying to find, you know, the picture of the, is this it? Yeah.
A whole pride line for kids. Have you seen Target lately? We've got swimsuits with tuck-friendly construction, so chicks with dinglings can tuck it in. We've got children's clothes that look like this.
Trans people will always exist. I don't know. I can't say if that's a kid's shirt or not. I'm just trying to be, you know, I kind of, oh, here's Chrissy's tweet. I was looking for that. I kind of look, all these stores sell pride stuff. If you don't want to shop there, I 100% respect that. There's a million other places to shop. It's the internet.
Well, I like how hard it is for him to try to make a narrative out of this. He has to make, like, I think it's 6 videos a day now. is how often the Quartering uploads. And to give you an idea, the 3 videos a day that me and Sherry have been doing have been hell. It has been hell. So 6 videos, yeah, he does 6 videos a day most days, sometimes 5. He's really got to he's got to stretch to actually make a video. So at this point, it's just like literally anything he could talk about, anything that he could cover, he has to in order to throw it up there. Like there's just not enough happening even from a conservative perspective to warrant the amount of videos that he's putting out. It's pretty clear at this point that the only thing he cares about is grifting. And at this point, his desperate uploading of 6 videos per day isn't helping his channel growth. His channel is not growing. His view count on average is going down. He is slowly pittering out of relevance, and I honestly couldn't be happier.